Hey there folks, welcome to another marvelous anime video. The 80s and early 90s were rightly considered the golden age of anime and manga. We were spoiled for choice with one hit after another, many of which continue to garner new fans to this day. As a testament to just how significant that era truly was, many gems, including Bubblegum Crisis, largely flew under the radar of the mainstream audience. It's only now, in hindsight, that we are truly appreciating just how many of these diamonds in the rough we missed during that period. When it comes to mecha anime, shows like Gundam, Super Dimension Fortress Macross, and Appleseed immediately come to mind. However, Bubblegum Crisis was an equally compelling series that featured a serviceable plotline and some really great mech suits. The series is set in the year 2032 after a great earthquake has divided Tokyo not just geographically, but also culturally. In the wake of this devastation, a conglomerate called Genom arises with its revolutionary boomer tech. This technology is meant to serve humanity and serves as a new frontier for biomechanical integration. However, Genom begins to use them to leverage their own power and wealth. To combat this corruption, a group of young women don advanced exoskeleton suits called Hardsuits and rise against the growing threats posed by the boomers and Genom. Together, with the help of the AD police, they stand as the last bastion of justice in this decaying society. In our video today, we'll provide a detailed breakdown of these Hardsuits from their origins, powers, variants, and functions, and we're leaving no stone unturned. So please, put on your seatbelts as we dive into the world of cell animation and retro Japanese music in order to explore the Bubblegum Crisis Hardsuit armors. Let's begin. Creation of the Bubblegum Crisis armor. The origin of the armor suits worn by the Night Sabers is closely tied to the creation of their chief adversary, the Boomers. Biomechanical androids originally meant to serve humanity's needs. These boomers were created by Dr. Katsuhiro Stingray, who is also the main character Celia's father at the mega conglomerate Genom. He was the chief executive engineer of the Boomer project, who invented the groundbreaking cybernetic core that enabled Boomer tech to integrate with human neural systems. Dr. Katsuhiro intended to create an entirely new life form, or at the very least, a more humane interface to merge biological and mechanical intelligence. However, his employers had a completely different idea regarding the Boomer tech that he'd invented. The head of the Genom Corporation, Brian J. Mason, in particular, immediately noticed the potential military applications of this technology and the money it could make him. Realizing that Katsuhiro would never be on board with the idea of weaponizing his creations, Mason orchestrates the death of the scientist from behind the scenes by blowing up his entire laboratory. However, Katsuhiro had already perceived that his life might be in danger and therefore had secretly copied the entirety of his research data, which included the neural interface and power armor design. He had then given it to his daughter for safekeeping to keep them out of Genom's hands. Utilizing Dr. Katsuhiro's research, Genom Corporation would not only become wealthy, but equally influential as well. While their power grew, Celia would go into hiding. There, using her own intellect, she would reverse engineer and refine her father's designs in secret. She would combine Genom's current biomechanical technology with her own innovations in micro-actuators, power systems, and neural feedback to create the first generation of Hardsuits, a revolutionary technology that allowed humans to reach the same power levels as a boomer. Dr. Stingray's original boomer research focused on biosynthetic muscle and brainwave synchronization. The Hardsuit took that concept and adapted it for direct human use, replacing boomer biology with the pilot's nervous system as the control center. Unique Hardsuits, Weapons Systems and Specialization. Blue Hardsuit. Piloted by Pris Asagiri, the Blue Hardsuit is perhaps the most offensively oriented armor among the Night Sabers. She has explosive projectors built into the forearms of her suit, which she uses to deliver massive concussive impact at point-blank range called the Knuckle Bombers. The Blue Hardsuit also comes equipped with a laser or some sort of beam gun on its palms, but in the original series, the laser gun was only present in the right palm, while its left had a rapid-fire needle launcher. It also has retractable blades hidden on the arms for close combat. In Tokyo 2040, the blue suit also had a microwave cannon, which is an extremely powerful energy pulse weapon. Additionally, the blue Hardsuit comes with the standard powered gauntlets and jetpacks/jump jets. White Hardsuit. The White Hardsuit belongs to the inventor of the Hardsuits, Celia Stingray, and complements her leadership role as a jack-of-all-trades. It also comes with the standard gauntlets and jetpack/jump jets. The White Hardsuit also has a laser gun in each palm, much like the blue suit. It also has twin monomolecular blades that extend from gauntlet housings. The suit is very effective at infiltration and at causing structural damage thanks to the numerous grenades and explosive charges housed within, which Celia can detonate remotely. To top it off, the white suit also possesses a microwave cannon, which adds an extra layer of firepower. The white suit has a balanced design that emphasizes speed, defense, and systems management. Thanks to its integrated sensor suite and communications array, Cilia can synchronize and coordinate data with other Nightsaber suits, enabling the entire group to operate as a seamless unit in battle. Green Hardsuit. Piloted by Lina Yamazaki, the Green Hardsuit is the most agile of the suits and is designed to excel in reconnaissance missions. Its lightweight design philosophy emphasizes speed, maneuverability, and stealth. The jump boosters in the suit are tuned further for acrobatic mobility and short bursts of flight. The green suit also features an enhanced sensory suite to better aid its recon function. Visually, this is reflected as well with its streamlined aerodynamic silhouette. Unlike the blue and white suits, the green suit is perfect for hit-and-run tactics. The suit comes with a lightweight launcher that's mounted on the shoulder or wrist compartments. These can be equipped with micro-missiles and needles to provide suppressive fire. In certain versions of the series, the green hardsuit also has monofilament tendrils that are mounted on its head, which are capable of cutting through boomer armor. Unlike the blue and white suits, the green suit is perfect for hit-and-run tactics. Pink Hardsuit. This is the least combat-oriented hardsuit out of all the ones possessed by the Nightsabers. It belongs to Nini Romanova and is designed to specialize in electronics, cyber warfare, and reconnaissance. It has integrated computer interface modules that allow it to remotely hack and access any system in existence. The pink suit is able to deploy sensory drones and defensive energy shields. Thanks to its limited combat abilities, it's the lightest armor in the group, and it relies on speed and evasion. It has the same basic armaments as the rest of the hardsuits, including the powered gauntlet and palm lasers. It can also deploy rapid-fire projectiles, which it uses to disable boomer sensors. Outside of drones, it can also use extendable cables as probes to interface with systems and hack them. Finally, it also carries EMP flash grenades as a boomer countermeasure. Power source. These advanced suits are widely believed to be powered by a miniaturized fusion reactor based on the same tech as a boomer's core. Developed by Dr. Katsuhiro and refined by his doctor, Cilia, these reactors use hydrogen isotopes such as deuterium-tritium as fuel. The reaction generates thermal and plasma energy, which is then converted into electrical power through a magneto-hydrodynamic converter, or an MHD converter, or a plasmo-thermoelectric interface. The energy output is roughly equivalent to a compact turbine or a vehicle-grade fusion battery with a peak output of 200 to 400 kilowatts for sustained motion. This grants the suits virtually unlimited endurance, as there's no need for chemical fuel because the isotopes recharge over time after several uses. Some later lore, however, suggests an alternate power source for the suit. According to this, the hardsuits are powered by biomechanical cells that use synthetic biomuscle fibers to generate energy through chemical conversion, similar to mitochondria and artificial ATP production. What this basically means is that the suit draws power from the wearer's own biosignals by amplifying neural impulses through the biointerface. This allows for rapid response and extremely smooth motion, while the suit can also recharge itself simply through kinetic energy and biological synchronization. Both of these are compelling theories regarding what powers these iconic suits have, and neither has ever been completely rebuffed. Which of these ideas seems more plausible to you? Let us know in the comments down below. Advanced Servo Assist Mechanism. We see these suits display extreme agility and strength despite being essentially mechanical exoskeletons. The secret to this is the Advanced Servo Assist Mechanism, or the ASAM, which is comprised of numerous smaller, technically complex parts that grant the wearer enhanced attributes. The human body is incredible at controlling its own movement. However, it has biological limits such as muscle fatigue, slow contraction speed, and limited force. The ASAM system essentially reads neural motion signals from the pilot, amplifies and mirrors that motion through powered actuators, provides feedback to the user so that the pilot feels the suit's power and momentum, and maintains microsecond synchronization between the pilot's intent and the armor's movement to execute the action. This is how the Nightsabers can move gracefully and precisely while striking with such immense power and even outrunning vehicles. Let's break it down further so it's easier to understand and appreciate the complexity of this technology. The pilot wears an inner neural control bodysuit that contains an electromyograph, or an EMG sensor, that detects muscle activation signals. It also includes neural induction pads that read low-level signals directly from peripheral nerves. Finally, it also has several microtransmitters that relay these impulses to the Hardsuit's control core. What this essentially does is, when the pilot simply thinks about moving, even before the muscle begins to contract, the suit's AI preemptively interprets the signal and begins servo actuation. This predictive timing eliminates any lag and makes the armor move as fluidly as one's own limbs. This is made possible in practice thanks to the use of electroactive polymer fibers, or myomer bundles, because using mechanical gears and hydraulics would simply not cut it. This tech, also called the servo-myomer network, contains muscles made out of synthetic fibers filled with conductive gels. When the voltage is applied, these fibers contract, replicating real human muscle tissue. They deliver near instantaneous torque output with organic flexibility, allowing the suit to achieve 10 to 15 times human muscle output. Unlike hydraulics and traditional mechanisms, it also runs extremely silently and is lightweight. If the servo-myomer network makes up the body of the suit, its joints are composed of linear actuators and compact servo motors that augment the myomer system. These servos use superconducting magnet cores or carbon ceramic rotors, enabling extremely high RPMs and torque-to-weight ratios. Just like the rest of the system, they too adhere to the neural intent and predictive motion modeling from the suit's AI core. Bringing all these systems together to function as a cohesive unit is the brain of ASAM, also known as the Motion Prediction Processor. It continuously calculates the pilot's intended trajectory, adjusts the balance and center of mass, and modulates forces so the pilot doesn't unintentionally crush things or counteract forces during impact. It's aided by the feedback system, which is made up of sensors that detect pressure, temperature, and force. In essence, the suit becomes a secondary nervous system overlaying the pilot's own. Naturally, this level of intricate machinery generates tremendous heat. The Hardsuits use dielectric coolant fluid channels running alongside servo assemblies to deal with it. They also have micro heat exchangers under armor panels and smart material dampers that change stiffness based on temperature. In overload situations, the ASAM can automatically reduce assist levels to prevent burnout, though some characters, like Pris, override this limit manually, risking feedback injury. The importance of this system is further highlighted by the fact that Cilia's refinement of the ASAM system is what separates the Nightsaber's Hardsuits from crude corporate exoframes or the Boomer. Ballistic and energy-resistant armor plating. The Nightsaber's Hardsuits aren't just revolutionary on the outside, but on the inside as well. While their functions and specializations might differ from suit to suit, they all have a ceramic and metal alloy exoskeletal armor. This material makes it durable without compromising the armor's flexibility. It can absorb and dissipate the kinetic energy of blasts and projectiles. The armor is also able to do the same with the momentum of melee attacks and impacts. Needless to say, this applies to the energies of the laser and particle weapons. The armor is also heat and pressure resistant. Additionally, it's also fully sealed against chemical and biological attacks. Some even claim that this armor is powerful enough to resist a nuclear fallout. While the specific thickness, areal density, and exact quantitative performance aren't stated, one can safely assume that it's enough to protect the Nightsabers from devastating damage. Weaknesses of the Hardsuits. While the Hardsuits created by the Stingrays are among the most technologically advanced exoskeletons in the entire series, they are not without vulnerabilities. Despite the armor being touted as impervious to firearms, we've seen large-caliber autocannons, military-grade beam weapons, or heavy boomer claws penetrating or crushing the suit. Furthermore, while the suit itself may not sustain severe damage, the same cannot be said for the pilot. In Episode 5, we see the suit's feedback stunning Nini, which means that while the armor can protect the pilot, it cannot completely negate the damage either. The suit can also malfunction if it's submerged in boomer coolant, as seen when Pris's suit is spoiled in this way. Even though the suits are formidable, they require constant maintenance by Cilia. At the end of the day, the Hardsuits are merely tools, and their effectiveness depends on their pilot. Marvelous verdict! Ultimately, the Hardsuits of Bubblegum Crisis are more than just futuristic armor, they're the perfect metaphor for the world they inhabit. Built to fight rogue machines born from corporate excess, these suits merge human will with synthetic strength, standing as the last barrier between society and anarchy. Each pilot's suit is a direct extension of who they are. Pris's brute force, Lina's grace, Nini's intellect, and Cilia's discipline. Their armor doesn't just protect them, it expresses them. Conceived by Dr. Stingray and perfected by Cilia, it bridges the gap between fragile flesh and unyielding steel as a direct antithesis to Genum's boomers. In the neon-lit sprawl of Mega Tokyo, the true strength of the Hardsuit isn't found in its weapons or endurance, but in the wills of the women who wear it. Bubblegum Crisis might not be the first name that comes to mind when we talk about mechs, but we hope that this video has piqued your interest regarding this classic anime. Thanks for sticking with us right to the end of this one. If you liked our content, be sure to check out the rest of our marvelous channel. We post daily videos featuring all of your favorite anime and manga, and we hope to see you soon in the next one. Until then, stay safe and stay marvelous.